Jeff Cox with Power Plus Electrical Service. Today I wanted to talk to you about surge suppression. So come on with me and let's take a look. This is a Type 1 surge protector. It goes on your metering equipment, which is on the outside of the house. Popular opinion is that 20% of surges come from outside the home, power company or lightning. So this device is Type 1 is your first line of defense, and it's going to suppress the surges that originate outside the home. Type 2 surge suppression will go on your main breaker box. If you have multiple breaker boxes in the house, you'll need multiple Type 2 surge protectors. The purpose of a Type 2 is to absorb the 80% of surges that are induced from inside the home, to keep those surges from going through the other circuits in the house and damaging your electronics. The surges that come from inside the home are generated by large appliances, specifically motors that turn off and on. When that motor turns off and on, it's creating a magnetic field around the wire that's supplying that appliance. And as that magnetic field expands and contracts, it induces current, it induces a little surge onto that circuit, which comes back to your main breaker box. The other electronics in your house absorb that surge. So we put a Type 2 on your main breaker box or boxes, and it absorbs that surge, prevents it from going to the other electronics in your house, and extends the life of them. Type 2 also will help absorb any surges that get by the Type 1 outside. You get a surge comes in from the outside, it gets past the Type 1, comes inside. This also is going to give you some additional protection. It needs to be installed by a professional because you're working inside your breaker box where there's energized wires, there's energized conductors in there of 240 volts, and it can kill you. So we don't want you to die. So let a professional come, install it for you, and get it done correctly. Hardware Type 3 surge protection is awesome in spots like this where it's not ideal to use a plug-in surge protector Type 3 strip. As you can see, it's real tight behind the washing machine, and you hardwire it, you put it in, you don't have to worry about it. It has a green LED indicator that it's working. This particular receptacle also has an alarm in it, so if it takes a surge and it goes out, the alarm sounds to let you know that it needs to be replaced. And that alarm can be silenced after you know that. Type 3 surge protection comes in two types. One is the hardwired surge receptacles, which you have upstairs behind the washing machine. The other type is your standard power strip, which is awesome to go at your computer, behind your TV, those type of electronics. There are three types of surge protection: Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Type 1 surge protection goes on your meter base, and it's there to intercept surges that come in from outside the home. Outside the home, we need a Type 2 surge protector, which will go on your breaker box. And if you have multiple breaker boxes, you should have one on each breaker box. Then we have Type 3 surge protection, which is point of use surge protection. It comes in a hardwired receptacles, and of course there's a standard Type 3 surge protector strip, which is ideal for TVs, computers, those types of applications.